Steelers just robbed the NFL as they re-signed a defensive playmaker. My name is Peyton Kleppe, and on today's episode of Steelers Digest, we'll be breaking down the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news and analysis regarding the Pittsburgh Steelers football team. As the Pittsburgh Steelers have signed a defender to their team whose name is not TJ Watt. Before we get into the latest reports, if you guys are not already currently subscribed to the channel, just click that subscribe button down below. We are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have signed DeShon Elliott to a contract. This was kind of a move that was made out of the blue, but obviously they do lock this guy down to another 2 years. They signed him to a 2-year contract last year, so in total, this is a contract, basically a 3-year contract. He's still under contract for next year, and then you add another 2 years onto that, and this dude's staying in Pittsburgh, rocking that 25, just like Ryan Clark did. So this is a big move for the Steelers. We obviously do have Minkah Fitzpatrick for the next couple years, and we have added DeShon Elliott to complement him, and I think this is a great move. We're able to keep this guy for the next couple years. He has been a defensive player that, he's been able to start on multiple teams, obviously being drafted by the Ravens, then going over to Detroit, having some success there, then going over to Miami, having success there, and then you come to Pittsburgh and have your best season yet. Last year, this dude had over 100 tackles, was a key pivotal role on our defense. We even look into that first game of the season. This dude had a pick on Kirk Cousins. Already was showing flashes of greatness first game of the season. And, he did continue to thrive throughout the season. Probably was the best safety we've had alongside Minkah Fitzpatrick for the last couple years. We've kind of put some Band-Aids on that spot the last couple years, having Terrell Edmunds in there who, was very up and down. He was not really consistent and was not very good in the passing game. Was pretty solid in the running game, but, really couldn't cover too well and, never really blossomed into that first-round safety that we did hope he could be. But bringing in DeShon Elliott, this was a guy that, like I said, he was a proven starter on multiple NFL teams. He's great in the run game. He's a physical guy. He's a fast, explosive guy. But he can also drop back into coverage and pick the ball off if you need him to. But also a great leader, gritty attitude. This is a guy that when Aaron Rodgers was brought up this offseason, he told him to stay his ass in a retirement home. And, we'll see what happens. Now we do have Aaron Rodgers. I wonder how him and DeShon are going to get along in practice, if they have already discussed that comment he made previously in the offseason. But, this is a guy, he's a gritty football player, and he's going to bring everything he's got every day. So, but, Sean Elliott, they signed him to officially a 2-year deal. And he definitely deserves it because, like I said, this guy's really developed into a leader on the field and off the field. He made that comment about Aaron Rodgers. He also, posted a few crazy pictures of Coach Tomlin and stuff like that during the season. But, other than that, this guy's been great since coming into Pittsburgh. Everybody seems to like him on the defense. He's got a great attitude, and obviously he loves Pittsburgh, and he wants to stay in Pittsburgh now. So if we do look at the deal, it was, I believe, worth about $12 million, a little over $12 million in total. He did get some nice guarantees in there that the Pittsburgh Steelers did add. I think he's got $9 or $10 million in guaranteed. So the Pittsburgh Steelers did treat him nice, and we do get our safety duo for the foreseeable future. Obviously, we did also add another guy this offseason in Juan Thornhill, who looks to be that number 3 safety that will probably also see the field pretty often. We had guys in the past like uh, KZ, Keanu Neal a few years ago, even Morgan Burnett years ago, Will Allen, if we look even further back. The Pittsburgh Steelers love to have that number 3 safety that they can sub in and out of the game, maybe play him at nickel here and there, and just be a helpful piece to the team. So Juan Thornhill looks to slide into that role as he's coming off, a few down seasons in Cleveland. But if we look back a few years, Juan Thornhill did go to the Super Bowl with the Chiefs, won a Super Bowl. Had a few seasons of more than like 3 picks, I think. He was a guy that was a number 1 starter in this league. So we got him on a discount either way. So if he comes in here and doesn't even really play too great, we're only paying him a few $1,000,000. But if he comes in and shows out, we're going to be in another situation like Deshaun Elliott, where we're really benefiting off that initial contract we offer him. But we'll probably have to lock Juan Thornhill down as well if he starts showing out, because the Pittsburgh Steelers love their defense, as we've seen in the past, as we've seen with this deal. And we're missing one more guy that has not been showing up to camp the past couple days. This dude's probably been our best defensive player in the last 10, 15 years, maybe even last 20, 30 years if we're going back that far. This guy, he's got the most sacks in Steelers history. Already probably going to be a Hall of Famer once he retires. And just been a great guy for our defense. Obviously, TJ Watt, another guy that's still waiting to get paid by the Pittsburgh Steelers. The last real missing piece to our team this offseason. Everybody seems to be at mandatory minicamps now. Seems to be gelling, seems to be doing good. Rodgers seems to be teaching Will Howard and Mason Rudolph as well. DK Metcalf's been talking about Calvin Austin, calling him twitchy and, really complimenting his game. So once we can finally bring TJ Watt back into the building, just pay him his deal, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be in a much better spot going into next season. Obviously, we still have to wait on that, but it is kind of interesting to see that the Pittsburgh Steelers did make this Deshaun Elliott deal kind of out of the blue, but before this TJ Watt deal. So definitely have to keep our eyes and ears open. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will get this deal done somehow, some way. They will get TJ Watt back in the building. But unfortunately, that's all I have for you guys tonight on Steelers Digest. If you guys not already currently subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below. Thank you so much. Here we go, Steelers.